This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi, I'm Nick Saletti here with your top stories on a Friday from ABC15 Arizona. The Tempe City Council making plans to rename parks and streets named after members of the KKK. Researchers recently discovered several city-owned properties were named after now deceased Klan members. Now the city will form a special committee to address the issue. The city says the committee will look at renaming Hudson, Harrelson, and Redden parks. They'll also look at renaming streets like Hudson Drive and Hudson Lane. It's the moment seen by millions around the world. An Arizona veteran single-handedly stopping an armed robbery in Yuma this week. James Kilser telling us he normally carries a gun but was unarmed since he was going to work, and his instincts just kicked in.
My target and said, that's the one I'm going for. And he took an extra step towards me, towards the counter, and he was in my reach. I hit him in the gun before the keys hit the ground. That's how fast I moved. And I'm a little chubby guy, so I mean, I don't move that fast anymore. I've put on a couple pounds since the Marine Corps.
The 32-year-old said once he took the gun, he learned the suspect was 14 years old. He tells us he hopes the kids turn their life around. Arizona Senator Kyrsten Sinema responding to a group of 5 military veterans who stepped down from her advisory board, writing in a statement, quote, "I am and will always remain grateful for these individuals' service to our nation, and I value their input and contribution to our work, ensuring our nation's veterans receive the support and benefits they have learned. We appreciate their diverse views, contributions to legislation, and participation in veteran outreach events." In a letter to the group, slamming the senator for refusing to change the Senate filibuster rules and for her opposition to parts of the Democrats' sweeping budget reconciliation package. Moving closer to getting kids vaccinated against COVID-19, the FDA meeting next week and could vote to recommend authorization on a vaccine for kids ages 5 to 11.
We've had hundreds of children who have lost their lives, thousands who have been hospitalized. Many have not been in school consistently. They've been quarantined. They've missed out on social engagements and get-togethers. Youth sports have been disrupted. When you look at the toll, the price tag, if you will, of COVID on our children, it is quite significant. So we want them to get their lives back.
Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, and Pfizer have all been collecting data on their vaccines for kids ages 5 to 11, but only Pfizer has submitted a request for the emergency use authorization. So if the FDA votes to authorize the Pfizer shot, what's next? The CDC has a meeting set for November 2nd, and the director would take action by the 3rd. Shots could roll out quickly after that. While the FDA and the CDC weigh their options, parents, you can start making appointments for the COVID vaccine for your child. Some pediatricians allowing that, so call your doctor's office. The Department of Health Services says the vaccine will be ready to go within a day of getting the green light. The latest victim of the supply chain crunch could soon be breweries and wineries, both warned by their national trade associations that there are challenges in getting materials they use like aluminum cans. It's not just microbreweries, too, that are feeling the pinch. Wineries say they're also experiencing the same issue with their ingredients and that it's getting increasingly harder to find glass bottles. It is election season. Are you ready to vote? Maricopa County confirming its election machines are accurate and have started counting 100,000 ballots. Today's the last day to request a ballot in the mail for the upcoming vote on November 2nd. We know that 25 Maricopa County jurisdictions have something on the ballot, from school district bonds to overrides to city measures. Already got my notice there a couple weeks ago. Another company is about to call Arizona home. Washington-based toymaker Funko Inc. is leasing a massive industrial space. This is in Buckeye. The distribution center is expected to open early next year. When it's up and running, the city says it'll create hundreds of new jobs.
Well, TGIF, everyone. I'm Allison Rodriguez with a look at your most accurate forecast. Statewide highs today, reaching pretty similar to what we got to yesterday, maybe a little bit warmer in some spots. But as we look at your Phoenix forecast today, topping out at 89 degrees, that's what we're going to see across most of the valley, although a couple of spots will be hitting 90 today. As we look at your valley planner with those winds incorporated here, you're going to notice things stay fairly light as far as winds are concerned, and then we do climb as we get into the afternoon with those daytime highs reaching almost 90 and 90 in some spots. We look at your 7-day forecast and you'll notice as high pressure moves on out, temperatures will slowly start to come back down. So we're in for a gorgeous weekend back down into the mid 80s. As we look ahead to next week, we are tracking a system that will bring breezes on Monday, a late night rain chance into early Tuesday morning, and a big cool down too. Look at that, temperatures down into the 70s by Tuesday.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, go to ABC15.com. Just download our free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.